Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to go over all the different shenanigans I found with Dragunov that probably were not intended by the developers, but knowing the Tekken dev team, I don't know, right? They might even have put these in intentionally. So I don't know if these are actually bugs that I found, issues that I found that the dev team was not intending, or are these just different finds that we might actually be able to utilize going forward with Dragunov. But for now, let's just look at the two basic options that I found day one. The first one is Dragunov's his 4-3 move. Right, this move, the change they've made to this move is that this on the second hit on hit used to give you 14 frames of advantage, but now this gives us a 14 frame advantage. The idea with this move was that initially this was supposed to put you in crouch, so you would use your crouch throw here to initiate heat, right? But they've removed heat from your crouch throw, which means now they wanted to still give you the crouch throw. So what they did was they made it plus 14, in which case you could do back 4-3, right? This would put you into heat with almost the same amount of damage. So that's how they updated this move once the heat was removed from the crouch throw. But the unintended, what I believe is unintended change that occurred to this move is that from certain distances now, this gives you a 15 frame advantage. That was 14. The idea is that right there, right, 15 frame of advantage. If you chip the opponent with the edge of your heel, and it's pretty consistent, you can actually get this pretty consistently, right? That's 14. That's 15. That's 15. And the 15 frame is true advantage. It's not just advantage for the sake of it's not like they can start blocking, just like on 14 frames, they can't block a back 4-3. It's a 3-hit combo at that point. The 15 frame advantage is true advantage, and you can launch them with down 4-2. That's why I'm saying that this seems like it's unintended, because you get for sure a full combo there. So that's one thing. And the distance isn't that difficult. I think in the heat of the battle, you won't be able to land this consistently from the correct range every single time, right? It's not going to be viable in a real match. But at least from what it seems, this is something that you can actually use as an option in your games. This might get patched, might not. So I don't see a reason for this to get patched really, really soon, because this isn't something that will come up that often in games, especially in higher elo games, higher ranked games, or professional play. This is never going to come up. But at least for lower levels, you might be able to land this here and there, right? And the thing is, without the frame data, there's almost no way, no indication for you to know that you got the 15 frame hit or not. It's just you have to eyeball it, right? So it really takes away from this move's power. But this is an option that you need to keep in mind, and you might be able to use this somewhere, at least in lower ranks, right? Next, the move that we are going to look at, which is his Pigeon Roll 2, right? His Pigeon Roll 2, in my video breaking down all the changes in Dragunov, I talk about this move extensively. I think this is a really powerful, really like a really good move they've given to Dragunov. So I'm really happy about this move, but this is actually broken in a very specific way where you can reset combos using this move. For example, if you launch the opponent, now the property for this move is that you can not just get this move out of a pigeon roll, a manual pigeon roll, but you get this move out of down forward 2, right? If you're down forward 1, sorry. If you do down forward 1 and 3+4 after that, you go into pigeon roll, which means you can get your, I think this is Glacier Scythe or Frozen Scythe or something. You can get your move from there, which means that if you've launched your opponent and you down for 1 and then go into pigeon roll, you can Glacier Scythe. I don't know what the name is. I'm just going to call it Glacier Scythe, and reset the combo. Right? You completely reset the combo at that point. Right? You can see that the opponent is launched, and you are now doing a completely new combo. You obviously won't be doing it down for one directly after. What I have found, I'll show you all the different options that are possible with this move, but what I found the most useful option is back 4-3 actually. Back 4-3, down for one, and then reset the combo. That I found so far. I've only done like limited testing with this, but that seems to be the best option here. And there are a bunch of different options you can do, but the more you do combo damage, the further away Dragunov goes when you reset, which means your combos aren't as reliable. And you do get a full combo, right? It's not like they've been tornadoed or anything. If you get the reset, then you get the proper combo. And one thing to note is that this option only works if the opponent is not using any of the Okizeme techniques. If they Okami techniques, whatever this is, like they are not teching, if they are not mashing the tech button left or right, then this technique will work. Otherwise, if they just start mashing as soon as you start the combo, then they're not going to, it's not going to land. It also doesn't work with quick back roll, but with quick back roll, at least we get a hit, right? At least we get a hit. Right, we don't get a combo reset, but at least we get a solid hit, which means it's not a complete loss. If you go for quick recovery, if they go for quick recovery, then they get reset, but quick teching, they reset, and that you lose the combo there. So that's something that is going to be extremely situational depending upon how your opponent is responding to your combos. Okay, so let's look at a few options we have from this deck. Okay, so despite how broken or overpowered this deck might look, the fact of the matter is that it's not match viable. It's really not ranked viable or any sort of high level pro play viable at all. Right? This might only work at low level at all. People who don't know that you can tech out of you can tech out of grounded states. That's the only time it might work. Other than that, this I haven't, at least I'm exploring this technique further, but I haven't found a setup where this should work against most options. It's just not going to. So I don't expect this to get nerfed, either of these options that I found, to get nerfed anytime soon, simply because they're not that prevalent. They're not, I don't see them being used at high level too often. So even though they seem completely busted, completely broken, I don't really see them being as viable. Obviously, I'm going to bring this to ranked. I'm going to play a lot with this, and then I will see if it's actually that viable. If there is a chance where this thing might get nerfed soon, or if there is a chance where we might see this at a higher level played or used. But as far as that this technique goes, my initial verdict is that this probably is just a niche thing, just a fun thing for Dragunov mains to know about, right? I think that's it. It's just a party trick and nothing else.